Hey, Lando. You're here early. You guys are here early. Alright. Let me see if I find the topics and stuff that I'm going with. Hi, Sean. How are you doing? Sean, me miss you so much. Me not tell you no lie. You know what I say? Me have one screenshot of my screenshot last night. The video that we did when we did come link up. Remember that video there? Where we do a mixing? May I watch it? It pop up. I may I watch it last night. I may I said, Jesus. No, sir. Thanks for coming, Team Happy. I do appreciate you guys. I do appreciate you. So, we need to change the banner. Nobody can tell me. So, me to change the banner over here, so. Okay. We need to change that too. Are you guys hearing me? You have to miss me. If me miss you, you have to miss me. You have to miss me. So, guys, I'm a little bit hoarse, but I figure more or less you guys can hear me. Our topic for today is creative strategies for single parenting. You know how you juggle work and family. So, whatever it is, if you're a single mother or you were raised by a single mother, or your brother, sister, whosoever around you is a single mother, you probably can relate to the topic. So, we're jump straight into it because we're just going live for 1 hour over here, 1 hour, and then we take it to the other channel. You know, we have to make the day work. So, Sean, were you at home or work? What's your views on single parenting? Is there any advice you'd give to a single mother as it relates to working, taking care of the child, and getting everything done? Any advice? So there are daily challenges, and those are just the day-to-day running, how you feed the child, care for the child, how you educate your child, and so forth. It can be rough because some of us are single parents and we really don't have a support system. It is a little different when you are a single parent and you do have the support system. But when you are a single parent and you don't have a support system, it is left for you alone to do everything. And that may add stress to you because you are stressed enough already with thinking about how you're going to earn enough money to take care of the family's well-being, which is your child's well-being and your well-being. And then you have to worry over, oh, my child might be behind in schoolwork, my child might be behind socially because I don't get to take him to the park. We don't get to go to the movies. We don't get to go to picnics. The day to day thing that you normally do, you don't really get to do it because you have to be putting in so much more time at earning to provide. So, so whether you stay up late with your child or you need to stay longer at work just to provide, you have to ensure that there are rules to regulate you being a single parent. It only get better when there are rules. So you know that you have 24 hours in a day, and you know that you work 16 out of the 24 hours, right? Which leave you with 8 hours. Out of that 8 hours, you probably have to go sleep 3 hours because you still have to prepare lunch, food, whatever it is you have to do. You have to do that, and you still have to find some medium to talk to your child. So you have to make a schedule, a timetable to see how you're going to foster in at least giving the child a 15 minutes of mommy and me. It's rough, but it can be done. So, and here we're going to talk about capitalizing on stolen moments. Stolen moments are moments that you think that you would have had to spend with the child, but then you have to prioritize giving them to work, giving them to cleaning, giving them to everything else. So time is a solo parent's enemy, right? So no single parent have enough time. That's the thing that we battle with the most. Time. There aren't enough hours in a day. Because of this, solo parent must identify where they can save time and prioritize what's most important. They know they are not able to do it all, and they sometimes have to give. Something has to give. Whatever whatever it is, you have to work on time. Whether it is a messy house, an extra hour of screen time for the kids, shortening the dog walks, taking out dinner instead of cooking in, you have to prioritize something. Something have to give. Figuring out ways to remain productive without busy working long hours. Solo parents challenge long held assumption about workplace efficiency and dedication. So when you figure out your strategy, if you're going to cut back on working, and if you cut back on working, how are you going to provide? If it is that you're just going to scrape by, but you're going to have a little bit more time to sleep, a little bit more time to spend with your children, is that a sacrifice that you're willing to take? You know, set up unique housing arrangements. So this is something that a mom said. I am a single mom of two teenage daughters, and one is going off to college. I am interested in finding another single mom that would be interested in renting together. Maybe we can have opposite parenting schedules. So, this is a person that has a spare room and says that the person that she wants to rent to would have to be a single parent also, because only a single parent will understand the effectiveness of a single parent. Should understand why the place is probably a mess, why you don't cook as much, why you'd want another single parent around, and all of that, because that single parent would get it also. Would you share with a single parent? What are your views? Nobody not talking. I see four persons here and no one's talking. Um, let me see. For me, what I think is the hardest part of being a single parent is actually the hardest part is when you want to sleep. You want to get that extra 1 hour sleep, 2 hour, 3 hour, but you have to prioritize waking up to get the child or children ready for school or for wherever. Or you still have to get up because the child is not sleeping, The child is hungry. My hardest part of being a single mother is to find time to sleep. Just sleep and not sleep and watch, sleep and worry, just sleep. So for me, I think that's the hardest part. Everything else is manageable because guess what? I do eat. So whenever I'm going to prepare something for myself, it's easy to prepare something for the child. Whenever I'm going to prepare something for the child, it's easy to prepare something for myself. I take a shower. So whenever I'm going to take a shower, I can just schedule the time. So you go and bathe, then me go and bathe, or me first, then you second. You know, we can make everything else work. But the sleeping schedule, sometimes children don't want to sleep when you tell them to sleep. So there's a problem there. But everything else, while it's rough, it is manageable because it is a must. You have to do it. Um, what advice would I give to a single parent? Probably the same advice I'd want a single parent to give to me. The work doesn't get easier, it gets known. So you know now that this is how you plan to do this is how you're going to do this and all of that. But it doesn't get easier. You just get a schedule now that works for you and that's it. But I don't know if it will ever get easier. It's new to me, so I don't know. Is it easy to accept being a single parent? No, it's not. It is not. It's not easy, and it's not something that you're willing to just, yeah, I'm going to accept, because especially when you had the other parent there 24/7, or you could count on the other parent. It's hard to know do everything on your own by yourself, but when you have to do it, you will do it. That's the thing with being a single mother. I don't think a lot of single parents want to do half the shit they do, but you're put in a position where you have to do it, so then you do it. But it doesn't get easier, it gets manageable. It gets probably a little bit comfortable. Um, what are some things that being a single parent you have to put on the back burner? Yourself. The main thing that you put on the back burner is yourself, because you have to put your child first. You want a new pair of shoes and the child wants a new pair of shoes, you're going home with a new pair of shoes for the child. Unless you can afford to buy two with the one money that you have. Um, you want to go to the house to get ice cream. Your favorite flavor is rum and raisin. You don't want to give your children or your child rum, so you take rainbow. So your child end up gets the ice cream. So yourself is the main thing that you put on the back burner. You want a new hairdo, but your child needs to go to the barber, or your child needs to go and get her braids done or something. You have to put your child's need first at all times. So these are my opinion. I think the thing that I put on the back burner the most is myself. If you are listening, what are things that you put on the back burner as a single parent for your child? How do you determine, or how does one determine that you are a single parent? Hi, Mikito and Tammy. Thanks for coming. How are you doing? At what time? Mikito or Tammy? This look like Tammy. Thanks for coming. I do appreciate you both. Remember to give us a like, share us out if you can. How's your day going thus far? Mm. So, some common factors of being a single parent. Mikita is working. Okay. Mikita work hard from the other day. Tell him to take time, you know. Him have to slow down sometimes because him don't want him body go in relapse. Okay, Tammy darling. Thanks for saying hi. I do appreciate it. You know, we always appreciate when you roll through, no matter if it's for the long haul or just for a minute. Here. Oh God. Tammy, my voice is killing me. The other day I got wet with the rain in the rain, and I did have my umbrella. But being a single parent, I had to give the umbrella to Will J or hi Muffat. Thanks for coming. I do appreciate you being here. I know you were over there, Muffat. That's okay. It's a part of life. Remember, everybody want the support. So you could tell me, say, you left to come live, miss. Me did already send you the live, Muffat. Me now go just left off a somebody live and say, come for my live. Me rather somebody come and say, Anna like go and then say, Anna live. Me now go just do that. You know, that's not nice. That's not nice. But yes, me did already set the live and then me say she live. So me go support her and then me come. You know? Cause me set this live and me set live on my personal page. Cause you know say Uncle Sunday alone me have. Yeah, I know that's true. Yeah. You know Anna always come with the truth them. So we're talking about single parents. Is there any pros that you can give? Okay, Muffat. I'll try to circle you before I go live on the other channel. So you have what 25 minutes before yours start and may have 40 minutes before this end. So after this end, may I have 30 minute gap. So another 30 minute there, I'll come over there. Okay? You sound nice though. Like really, I don't sound nice. My voice is hoarse. Like really hoarse. So single parent disadvantage. Me now make you come over here, come stress me until I'm fat. So some disadvantage of being a single parent is hi Arlene. I'm here and there dealing with something with my daughter. I do appreciate you being here, Arlene. I hope it is nothing too serious. Arlene, is there any disadvantage of being a single parent for you, whether now or in the past? Oh God, may I stress the voice? Um, for me, one is having less money. As a single parent, you may be at a financial disadvantage, and I think most single parent experience this because it's not that you don't have the money; it's that you have to spend the money to do everything else. So it's hard to save. It's hard to save. It's hard to invest. in anything apart from the child. Um, Spending less quality time. So as a single parent, something have to give. Is either you're going to work or you're going to spend time. You cannot work and spend time at the same time. Arlene favorite word: work overload and multitasking. So you have to learn to multitask because if you don't, there's a lot of things that are going to go unseen, unheard of. You know, Mikita, I'll be here listening. The topic evidently is not my arena. But Tammy, you could still give your 1 cent or 2 cent because were you raised by your mother alone or your father alone? Do you don't know nobody with a single mother or a single father? Like I can't give you 1 cent. Hey Fulla, what's up? Let me drop the link. Cause me need somebody if you can stress out for them voice. Wanna see my voice? Almost gone completely. Um, Negative feeling. So one disadvantage of being a single parent is the negative feeling that you're going to feel. Anytime you don't get something done that you know that you are supposed to get done, you start feel bad in yourself. Like you start have that feeling the like yes, you start look down on yourself. You know, boys hard to deal with, especially if you are a single mother. Can I tell you, Moffat? I'm sorry. Can I tell you, Lord Jesus? Disciplining your children. Like after a while, when you were together with the father or the mother, you would have say, "Mega tell your mother, mega tell your father." No, you don't have nobody to tell, so the line didn't work on pitney anymore. The line didn't work on the children anymore. When you say, "Mega tell this, mega tell that," and because
Banana.
hey, darling,
Happy Sunday.
happy Sunday.
What the topic? Anaka, you know me never look on no topic.
We're talking about disadvantage of being a single parent.
Rorati. I want to eat there.
tell,
Guilt.
tell
Shit.
we are a few.
Mommy guilt. It never leaves you at all. I don't know if it will.
Yeah, mommy. But I mean, say my 2 cents always cause controversy. So no, controversy is needed, especially on
I
this
mean,
page.
everybody has their own opinion. So,
It now gonna make we no deal. We might vex for the moment of where we are talk about, but it no mean say, you know what I mean nothing to me. You can still drop your 2 cent, man. Not because
I mean,
I know we can treat it differently. These are things that you saw that became a problem for somebody that is a single parent, are things that you wouldn't want to happen to you, you know? Because the truth of the matter is no one planned to
go ahead.
be a single parent. Me not think
Okay.
nobody get up and say, oh, me I gonna be a single parent unless somebody will go get one surrogate and know say, them not even gonna take care for them picnic. Them a go left it for nanny and whatever, whatever. Hi Cubans, thanks for coming. I do appreciate you being here.
Um, Let me see what other disadvantage may have. You always worry. Worrying is just when you become a parent, it's that's the inevitable.
Yeah,
When you
but
left them at
that's a
daycare, when
parent
you left them at
problem
school.
over, not just a single parent.
No, but no, I understand that, but I feel like um you worry a lot more because you're a single parent because they know say you alone. Like for instance, you're supposed to get off of work X amount of time. The daycare closed X amount of time. You
Yeah,
have X amount of time travel time. If you leave off of
true,
work late,
true.
worry about the extra expense you have to pay because the people have to stay with your pitney.
Mm-hmm.
It's just there. I mean, what's the other advantage? Um, your worry say, especially if you don't have, you have to deal with the father of the child, and the father of the child is not in the home.
Mm-hmm.
So then your worry say if the penny go over the father, if the penny go tell your business.
Mm-hmm.
Your worry say if you have a little man, or
Mm-hmm.
your worry say if you have a little man and your man come, your worry if the man is a little pervert. Um, your worry if what me don't say. You worry if when the penny go over the father or the stepmother, if they them are gonna feel more attached to the non-custodial parent, meaning the parent that is not in the home,
Yeah.
more than you. You're worried that if your child are gonna become the CM, you're worried about the child's feelings. If you have to deal
Mm-hmm.
with a non-custodial parent, so it's a lot of disadvantage when you
Yeah.
do not have the another parent in the home, or whatever the case may be, and then you worry about the influences that your child is around.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? You want your child to be around good influences and stuff like that. And
Mm-hmm.
the time of that we're living in right now, it's just crazy right now to be a black person, right? You
Yeah.
worry about when you're picking your go to school, or if you're picking your drive, or what if the police stop the picnic, what gonna happen if your picnic come home? It's just a lot.
Mm-hmm. Cubans, where is Janelle? Go call Janelle. Me forgot to text her where me start.
It's just a lot of worry, man.
So, do you think there are any advantages of being a single parent?
Meeting, um, you know,
Well,
never
for me,
think about
I
that
think
question, eh?
there are a lot of advantages, and some advantage are the freedom to make decisions. Like
Oh
if
yeah, in
if
that
your
aspect,
and I
yeah.
used to argue a lot over making decision you alone, you know, say that you are with an assert. So there are fewer arguments. So
Yeah, because nobody can tell you nothing because I
mm-hmm,
hear me.
mm-hmm,
Um, especially like, I don't know, like people who do have over here when you have a child, the father, that non-custodial parent on the child's birth certificate, and you get a child passport, so you have to go get a letter darling father from the daddy.
mm-hmm.
So when you don't have that to deal with, it is just smooth sailing.
You have
You know, for ask
a sense of
question.
belonging. You get more
Yeah.
hugs and more kisses. You get more love. You know. You can do positive parenting, close relationship, a sense of belonging. Like there are few that really stand out because so as you're trying to find a balance between work and your child, you may focus on negative aspect of single parenting. You may not have the income. You may not be able to spend enough quality time with your kids. On the bright side, there are some advantages. And the first one is undivided attention. Children of single parents usually give their parents undivided attention. As a single parent, you love and your love and attention will be reserved just for your child or children, and that's true. Um,
Humans.
look how long Cubans are called to you.
The girl, hey, me tell you me I do. You know me I do, Anna?
Where I
I
do?
am packing my lunch for work. Me I put up the food them in the fridge. Me go wash over here. Yeah. So me not there on the phone. Me have me eat. Me have my AirPods. So me I listen to you. Girl, me I multitask.
Arlene, Fuller is multitasking.
I am. I really am. I'm. Girl.
You get to pick the school your will go to, what food they eat, what places they visit. You can also decide the do's and don'ts, rules, restrictions, freedoms, and so on. As I said before, fewer arguments. So parents will have arguments in front of their children, which can affect them mentally. A single parent household can be more peaceful than a two-parent family. Definitely. A single parent family with fewer arguments, they can make the home environment less stressful. Your child's children will feel safe and secured in such a house. Good role model, your children will learn you. You be their role model. Over time, your children will value their presence more. They may also realize the importance of independence and how life can be managed without a partner.
Yeah.
You're teaching them independence when you are a single parent. So you have to ensure that you
Mm-hmm.
have good independence. You teach them how to manage time effectively. So
Mm-hmm.
you have to understand that you're always a teacher when you are a single parent. Number five. Hey Jamrock, how are you doing? Hey my friend.
Muffet!
Jamrock, how are you doing? Independence and responsibility. Single parents can get busy juggling work and the family. In such cases, children of single parents often take responsibilities for managing household chores. Oh God, sorry about that, guys. The more we talk, the more me I go cough.
And I mean, I like the coffee.
What you say?
I don't like the coffee. The coffee and the sound too right, but nah.
Oh God, single parents. Oh, me read that already. You can encourage these qualities in your children by treating them as your team members. You can also reward them once they complete tasks, fostering independence and responsibility at a young age can boost their self-esteem and work ethic. Sense of belonging. Single parents often have to rely on childcare, organization, friends, and families for support. Introducing your child to such supportive people can instill a sense of belonging in them. Your children will always have more people to turn to for. So Mufata big up full of Jamaica say good. Mufata say Cubans no love.
Muffet!
Number seven is close relationship. Sharing space and responsibility can create a more tight knitted bond between single parents and their children. Children from a single parent household may form close relationships with their family member than children with traditional household. That are true. Because you are lacking it, you tend to appreciate every time a family member talk to you, a cousin, a auntie, a uncle,
Mm-hmm.
opposed to when it is there when you're in our extended family home and everybody just did it. So that's true. Number eight, positive parenting. A single parent family relies less on gender specific role than a two parent household. Single parents also tend to use positive parenting and problem solving techniques. Instead of pushing your children, you may end up discussing the problem and find a solution for them. And that's true. When you are a single parent, you can't say, oh, the man normally lift up the bucket of water, the woman normally clean the bathroom, the man do this. You have to know, say, you going to do everything and you just have to do it. You don't have nobody else to do it, or you have to do it. So make a routine. Fixing a routine can help you and your child manage time. A schedule can help your child to stay disciplined, which can save you time and effort. Agree. Agree with that, Fuller?
Mm-hmm. Let me tell you something. Now, me can say, big up to the single mother and the single papa them. Who do a damn good job.
Mm-hmm.
Cause it's hard. Sometimes I want to sell it for me them for $3.99. What? We don't want to sell it.
Jamrock, what you think about what are some advantages of being a single parent? Jamrock, there's good and bad in everything, and we just have to find the positive most of the time. Cause life do goes on. What is your hardest part about being a single parent, Fuller?
Um, time. Time kill me. Time. Let me tell you. And then I have multiple children, so it's like multiple children. They need you at the same time, but they need different parts of you.
That's true. So what? Watch
So
up the line. What the Cubans, man? Watch up which line? What you talk about? I can't fully
what?
text this.
Where there?
Don't tell me where you say. We are send this.
Wrong, Smarty. Wrong, Smarty. When you have one child, it's a lot easier to maneuver. But when it's multiple children and multiple children need your attention at the same time, but then yet still you're going through your personal stuff, it is very challenging to deal with. Because you have to then put your whatever you go through at the back burner to deal with the children. Cause look at it, right? I have my two sons and my daughter with me, right? And my oldest son, he does not eat meat, right?
Mm-hmm.
So now I have to be creative in a sense where me now have to go figure out how to feed him. And even sometimes the stuff that I'm continuously feeding him get tired of it, right? And it's
Yeah.
frustrating because then him don't eat this and don't eat that and don't eat this and
Mm-hmm.
it's stressful. So after does try to maneuver it the best possible way you can. That's the only thing I can say.
That's true.
Yeah. Okay. Be able to tell. Give me. Come wash your.
But there, God,
Okay.
somebody need to tell me. Put it down.
Hold on, Ava.
Where you take notes for Cubans, are you a single parent? That not safe. What kind of notes you cannot take? Take your notes, yeah, sir. But that what Fuller said a while ago, very important topic. Um, food and single parent, but we're going to do that at a later date. Hey, Luscious, thanks for coming. What are some advantages of being a single parent, Luscious? And what are some disadvantages? Whether you are a single parent, you were raised by a single parent, you have a friend that is a single parent, you know of someone that is a single parent, you may have experienced single parent single parenting one time or another in your lifetime. So another advantage is you cannot be too loving. Oh God. There is no such thing as too much love. Remember the material possessions or locking of rules and limits is not the same thing as love. So when you are a single parent, you are present, the child is seeing you, the love that the child would share with both parent that he would be seeing or should be seeing, you are the only one getting it. So you get a little more love. It might be selfish, but you get a little more love. Right? How do you determine being a single parent? Um, Let me see. How do you determine being a single parent? When we're at that question, yeah. When you realize that you have to be doing everything by yourself for your child, that's when you realize that you're a single parent because the non custodial parent can be present but not active. And there's a problem there. So you need the non custodial parent to be active, not just present. Um, that rough way, no. You know, when you have to be juggling everything and then you still have to come home and be a mother. Like, even when you're not a single mother, you must have days that you just don't want to be a mother or a father. So it's mm. What are some life skills that you can teach your children through being a single parent? So you can teach your children. It's hard being a single parent. Yes, luscious it is, but it is a must. Every day a family break up. So every day, well, studies show that every hour another family is split. So every hour of the day, you have millions of family that separates. And who feels it the most? The children. So while the mother might cry, the father might cry, or whatever, in the long run, the child will feel it the most. So you can teach your children values. You can teach your children punctuality. You can teach your children loyalty, honesty. You can teach your children communication. You can teach your children independency and discipline whilst being a single parent. So those are lifelong skills, are attributes that will take them throughout their life that you can teach them without sitting them down and say, come, let me teach you this. Because every day you have to teach them to be honest. Because you want them to be able to tell you everything and you be able to tell them most things, what they need to know. So that's honesty there. And that's a level of communication too. Um, you can teach them how to stand up for themselves, because being a single parent, that is all you do. Stand up for you and stand up for them. You can teach them how to have a voice, because when you are a single parent, you have no choice but to be the voice. When you're in a relationship, sometimes you just make some things go unsaid because the other parent is going to fill the gap and say it or do it or whatnot. But when you are a single parent, you have to be the voice. You have to say what is needed. It's a must. And children that grows with a single parent tend to be better at managing money. And that is because they learn how to budget from an early age. They learn that mommy have $1,000 and mommy have to pay the rent. Mommy have to buy grocery, mommy have to buy clothes, mommy have to put aside something for saving, mommy have to put aside something for medication. So they learn how to budget even without you physically teaching them. So they understand the importance of every dollar. So when they grow older, they understand how important it is to deal with finance. How, right, Luscious? The finance boss. So, challenges single parents faces. While it is true that there is nothing as rewarding as parenting, it is also true that there is nothing as quiet as difficult as parenting, especially if you are doing it alone. Challenges of being a single parent can be exhausting and exhilarating at the same time. Here are a few challenges that you can expect or might already experienced. Feeling lonely. Feelings of loneliness can creep into unexpectedly and can burden you, especially if where am I? Especially if you are a single parent. You don't have a lot of time for yourself because raising children is a full-time job in itself. And then you have all the other requirements, such as working to bring in money to look after your family. As we said this last week, dating might be the last thing on your mind when your head hits the pillow after a long day, or dating might always be on your mind, but you simply don't have the time to commit to someone. That's true. You also might find it difficult to make time to spend with your friends because of family commitments, which can lead you to feel lonely. The company of your child or children is great, but you can still experience feeling of loneliness because you want some adult company. Is that so? That's true. No matter how much you're putting them, are gonna do the fear. You're gonna need some type of adult company. So, how to overcome this challenge? Try to make more time for things that you want to do. Allocate an hour or two away from the kids that you can have with your friends. Join a group.
All right, I'm back.
You're back.
Girl, I was washing Ava's hair. I couldn't have all of that in your live stream.
I know you were doing some parenting.
Girl, all day, every day.
Financial problems of being a single parent. Financial problem can be a large source of stress, especially for
Financial problem, you're always broke.
yeah, always. That's a must. It
Ever
can be
broke.
difficult to balance a full-time career and a full-time family. If you are the only source of income for your family, your child father isn't paying any child support, then money might be tight. Money always tight all if you get child support. Many studies have shown that single parents have a particular hard time creating enough income for their family. One study in particular found that single parents in Australia are 271 per fortnight worse off. Oh God. So that is like you're working, but the amount that you're working does not cover your the time period that you worked for. So if you work per week, the amount of money where you get, it don't cover it for the week. And if you work per fortnight, it don't cover it. How to overcome this challenge? Do your research and make sure that you are receiving any financial support that you are entitled to. Don't be too proud or too shy to take it. If you can get benefits for your child or children, take it so that whatever you work, you can put to good use and to save. You can also use a number of apps and budgeting tools that can help you track what you are spending and work out how you can save money. Juggling work and home lifestyle. Single parents often feel exhausted due to trying to juggle their work and home life. Yeah, true. Right now, that's why I'm so and so. Before work, you can expect to run around like a headless chicken trying to sort out children for school, doing household chores. Then you go to work, which can be mentally or physically exhausting depending on what you do. After work, there's a mad rush to get the kids, make dinner, and put them to bed. Yes, it is exhausting juggling both work and home life. Doing all of this by yourself essentially makes you a super mom. Wear your wear your crown with respect. Wear your cape with respect. Lord. Lord God. You hear that, Fuller? Wear your cape. You're a super mom. So for all the
Girl, me,
super moms on
we're all super beans. Turn that light on again.
disciplining your child. For single parents, it can be difficult to discipline your child, especially if you aren't used to doing this. Example, you let your partner previously discipline your child. Yes, that's so true. But sometimes their behavior need to be addressed so they can understand that they shouldn't be doing or saying certain things. Children sometimes manipulate their parents into not disciplining them. So true, especially if they are experiencing difficulties, like the split of their parents. Next week, we're going to talk about how separation and becoming a single parent will affect your child. How to overcome this? What is that? Like every time I'm trying. I don't want to hear. I don't want to hear. Okay. Where was I? I think I've read that. I think the article is finished. I think the article is finished, so we can probably just wrap up what we talked about today, because we have 6 minutes remaining. So, Fulla, any advice for a newly single parent?
My advice for a newly single parent is saddle up, honey. And if you can find, there are groups out there that support groups. If you can find a single parent support group or a parental group or whatever it is, please, please, please Take advantage of it because you're going to need a village. No, as a single parent, you're going to have to create that village, right?
That's
So, you know what? A lot of times it's going to seem like, you can't do it and sucker. Trust me, I've been there. And let me tell you something, you can do it. We're all here to support you. And I think we should do that. We should have a WhatsApp group for single parents.
yeah, we're going to do that. We are going to definitely do that.
Yeah, like trust me, you're gonna do it. Just do the best that you can and never feel bad saying you're not doing enough because once you're doing your best, that is all you can do, honey. You
So true.
got this.
When you're placed in a position that you have to do something, you are going to do it and you're going to do it hella good.
Mm,
I do parenting may not be how you do it. Don't come and think that, oh, I'm doing something wrong because I'm not doing what Anna is doing. And I'm not doing what Fulla is doing. And I'm not doing what whosoever is doing. There is no correct parent style. Like everyone create their
mm-mm,
parenting style. What works for my family may not work for your family because there's a lot of factor that will go into my parenting style working because we are all from different backgrounds and all of that. So how we view certain thing, we may instill it in our child differently based on how we view it. So don't let that get to you. And don't let your child manipulate you too into thinking that you're not doing good because a child will tell you that I'm sad. Why are you sad? Because you don't have any time for me. And you know that the time that you have is you're giving them more than you can even give because everything you are working, trying to provide for them, and then they don't understand that they use it to guilt trip you. It's going to be hard and harsh, but don't fall for it. Children are good at manipulation, so don't allow them to manipulate you. So today we looked at um advantages and disadvantage of being a single parent, pros and cons. We also gave tips and advice on how to get over certain things. We were looking at strategies before. So those are what we covered today. So to everyone that passed through and to everyone that is going to rewatch this, thanks for being here. Thanks for rewatching. We do appreciate the support. And remember, be a shoulder for a single mother today. You don't know what they're going through. If you can lend a shoulder, lend a shoulder. So, Fulla, is there anything else you want to say? We have 2 minutes.
And if you guys gonna lend a shoulder, hold on, let me pause this. Hold on, Emma. If you guys are gonna lend a shoulder, please don't lend a shoulder because you want to hear the people in business. Lend a
Mm-hmm.
truth shoulder. And if you're not going to be genuine, leave people alone. Please.
Yeah. Yeah. Don't use a single parent vulnerability against them. Don't. That's not cute. That's not nice.
For sure. And if somebody, and let me tell you something, if somebody confides in you about their lifestyle and what is going on with them, if you know you can't keep your mouth, if when them start talk, stop them.
Yeah. True.
Cause as a single parent, and I'm speaking for myself, I'm not speaking for anyone else, it's hard to trust people.
Mm-hmm.
It's very hard to trust people. And if you know you don't have good intentions, just be honest and just tell me your excuse. Hey, tell my mother call me, my mother call me.
Mm-hmm.
My dead mother, my dead papa call me something just to
Yeah,
get off of the phone
true, true. So,
because people don't understand that as single mothers we have a level of vulnerability that sometimes we're so blinded because we think sometimes we think say everybody our friend because them come nice and stuff
mm-hmm,
like that.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, don't do it. Cause all I gonna do when that happen, and you carry people in business, I'm gonna only add depression on the plate, and the plate already full as a single parent.
So true. That's so, so true.
Have a good week, y'all.
It's about to be another single mother's week. Make the best of it. And if you're listening to this, you weren't here, you could leave a comment down below to tell us what it is that you'd like us to discuss next. So, until next time, it's Anna and Fuller.
And we're out.
Bye.